I get asked every so often, why did you become an artist? I didn't become an artist. I have no choice in the matter. Drawing for me is an utter compulsion. I've described it previously as a medical condition I've monetized. I always drew. I drew on steamed up windows. I drew on the corner of school books. In fact, I used to get told off at school because I would cover books in just doodles of superheroes and stuff. But when I was drawing my own comic strips when I was like 13, 14, I'd always have Daleks in them. It didn't matter if it was a superhero story I was drawing it, I'd still somehow get a Dalek in there because I just love Daleks. Marvel started reprinting their superhero stuff in the UK, and this is going 1972, 1973. So again, it's that magical 12, 13 years old. And I just sort of got hooked by it because there are these comics coming out every week. And the character I identified with the most was Spider-Man. And it wasn't because he could swing through the city and he could fire web shooters and he could capture the villains. It's because he was a specky git just like me. I spent all my time drawing when I was at school. So when I went to university, inevitably, I studied law. Well, I took a year out because of some family stuff that was happening. And I sort of thought, well, what do I really want to do with my life? What actually do I want to do in my life? And I thought, well, I want to draw. And I really don't want to be 55 years old, sitting in a leaky chambers in London with a badly fitting wig thinking I could have drawn Spider-Man. And I thought, well, that's it, just go for it. And if I fail, I fail. And there my destiny was sealed. But my very, very first comic strip that I made money from, that put me on the map, as it were, was a strip called Daredevil, which was a Mickey take of Frank Miller's Daredevil, which was the big strip at the time. And it was written by Alan Moore. And that's how I started working professionally. The chance to actually work for Marvel was just wonderful. It was it's one of those things, at certain points in my career where I've worked on projects and I realised this is what I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. But Andrew had come onto the show and was storyboarding it for a while, and he phoned me out of the blue and said, look, I've got a bit of a quandary. The BBC wants me to storyboard the next episode of Doctor Who, but this film company's got in touch and wants me to storyboard a film with Charlize Theron. So do you want to draw Doctor Who? So that was fabulous. I think one of the absolute surreal highlights for me working on Doctor Who was I got invited on set to watch some filming. And it's while I was writing and drawing the Doctor Who comic strip. So I go down there and they're filming, and it's the undersea episode where the Doctor ends up becoming a ghost and comes through all. Brilliant story. Anyway, so I'm down there and I watch the film in the morning, and it's great because they're all standing where I've drawn them, and I'm actually seeing this happening live in front of me. It's like, oh my God, this is the thing. But they break for lunch, and Peter Capaldi's standing there, and I'm like, I've got to do it. I've got to go up to Peter Capaldi and go, I'll draw you. I go, see, I've got my bag on my shoulder, and I said, oh, do you know what? As well as doing this, I'm doing the comic strip at the minute. Do you want to see some of the pages? He went, oh God, of course I do. Of course I do. So I get out these pages of Doctor Who, and he's looking through this. Oh, you maybe look handsome. And a little voice in the back of my brain goes, you are on the set of Doctor Who with the actor who plays Doctor Who, dressed as Doctor Who, looking at your artwork you've drawn of him as Doctor Who. So this weird little recursive thing is happening in my brain. And I'm thinking, I don't think it's going to get better than this.
Have you peaked?
I don't think I had peaked at that point, yes.